Is this thing on? Are we live?
Hello everybody, today I want to show you another product which I absolutely use every day. Okay, so it's one of my go-to accessories that I've got on my desk. And yes, it was sent to me free of charge. And no, I'm not biased, but yes, it will be a little bit biased because it's been given to me free of charge. So I guess, can you really have an unbiased review if it's given to you free of charge? But the upshot is the feelings that I've got for it are definitely my own, and nobody's told me what to say in any of that. Anything you'll hear in this video is just definitely what my feelings are. But I'm just trying to be honest with you. You know, it was given to me. It was given to me free. I'm lucky enough that I've got that. You know, that's what happens when you're a YouTuber. Okay, right. So this is it here. It's a mechanical keyboard. It's the MonsGeek M1V3 mechanical keyboard. Okay, it is wireless. You can use it with a Mac. You can use it with Windows. We will talk about that later in the video. I have been using it for a good couple of months exclusively as my keyboard that I use at home. And yes, it is hot swappable. And yes, you can change the keycaps, which I have actually already done. So there, but I haven't changed the switches. Couldn't remember what they were called there for a second. So now, and talking about switches, I'll tell you exactly what they are. It's those switches there, the V3 Pro Piano switches. What do switches mean these days? Because there's so many switches available. It used to just be, you know, a couple, but now there's lots and lots and lots. So there we go. This is the box. Yeah, MonsGeek, lovely. I don't know why I'm going to open up the box because there's no keyboard in it, I can tell you that. But I'll give you the experience anyway of what you would maybe expect if you were going to do an unboxing. So there we go. There's nothing here. Wow, fantastic. What a boring video this is. But just to show you that it is well packaged and you get this. So this is basically the thing that I'm going to show you, everything that you get with the keyboard. Right, let's show my face on the screen. Okay. And you do actually get quite a lot. You get a charging cable, which I will show you later. You get a lot of keycaps. You get a lot of keycaps. Because the version that I got for this originally was a kind of Danish version, I guess, or something. I don't know. It's like kind of Scandinavian. The keys weren't right anyway. It was in a different language or whatnot. But I had to change that over. So, as I said, it is hot swappable. So you get all the tools that if you want to swap all the keycaps. You get some new switches or replacement switches. So this, just go over this here. I'll probably do a bit of B-roll to kind of show you the keyboard up to this point. But there we go. That's the kind of switches I've got. Don't know if you can hear that. It makes absolutely no difference on this mic. Headset mic, that's for sure. But there are 5-pin kind of standard kind of switches. So it's good that you get an extra few there. You do get, and you can use it with a dongle as well, which is fine. And you get all these kind of keycaps, extra keycaps. You get a lot of extra keycaps, to be fair. They're kind of not very deep, if that makes sense. So, which is I'll get to later on about that. But yes, you can, you know, customize it to, well, whatever you like. And this is the keycaps that came with it. And you can see that they are, well, that's probably one of the top ones. Yeah, hot stuff, you know, I'm showing you a keycap. Fantastic. What an exciting video. Right, so you get quite a lot of them. And as I said, it was a kind of Danish version I got. I don't really know what that totally means, but there is there's a reason for this. There's a name for it. That's what I'm trying to say. Here's the bloody keyboard. There we go. So here it is. I've got it wired in at the moment, and there's a reason for that. But here we go. So I think this is a lovely looking keyboard. I really do love the styling of it, especially now that I've changed the keycaps. I'll put pictures on exactly what it's supposed to look like with the original keycaps. The reason why, okay, I'll tell you why. The reason why I changed them is because I prefer slightly kind of thicker keycap. I like them big, man. You know, slightly bigger. slightly deeper than the ones that came with the keyboard. And I happen to have these keycaps, which aren't completely the way they, I have to have a little bit of a caveat with what I've done with the keycaps, because certain things don't work anymore. Like, for example, that's how you can program it to different, a PC, a Mac, or whatever, a tablet, 3 different devices, but it's not there. It's actually, I think it's Q, W, and E you use. And you'll also notice that the keycaps I've got, that doesn't quite look right. Those don't quite look right. That's a little bit, that's one of the original ones, and you can see the ones that are thicker. But I don't mind, because I've got it the way I like it to look. I do prefer a thicker keycap, a deeper keycap. I've changed the space bar. I wanted it to look all black with a little bit of grey, obviously, and I had these keycaps lying around. As I said, the original, how it would look if you bought it, I'll put on the screen. But that's why I like a customizable keyboard. You can change all these things. I'll tell you one thing that I will definitely not change is the switches. Because, oh my God, do they sound fantastic. This sounds fantastic. I love how it sounds. I really do love how it sounds. So the switches are phenomenal. I think it sounds amazing. I'm going to do a different sound test so you'll be able to hear it without that clunky mic there. We're going to talk about why I've got this plugged in wired. It doesn't bother me. It doesn't bother me one thing, and it's not like the wireless doesn't work. It does work. The reason why I've got it wired is because I use it with a Mac, and then I use it with a Windows PC. And this is my biggest bugbear about this keyboard. It's a minor gripe, but it's also a major gripe if you're going to be changing over regularly. And this is why I've got it plugged in. For you to change from a Windows to a Mac, you have to take off the caps lock key. And there, if you're really close, see the little switch there? Right. That's how you switch it between Windows, wired, and Mac. Mac is up the way, very up to the top. And Windows is all the way down to the bottom. And you can't even see it. I don't have a micro camera, but there is an actual switch there. I'm going to try and get photographs of it because it's so hard to see. There's nothing on it to say what position should be the real position, i.e. the position that you want if you're on a Mac or a Windows PC. You have to look at the instructions. You do get instructions, by the way. I didn't show you the instructions, but you do get instructions. I'll give you a picture of that as well. So there are instructions there to tell you what to do. But that, I get it. You want it to be minimalistic, but why don't you just have something here, just a little switch that you'd have normally? I get it. It's the way it's been set up, and they've just, went with whatever the design of the keyboard is, and they've just mass produced it, I guess. Going by this is the actual keyboard. This is a very heavy keyboard, which is brilliant. It's got nothing to adjust, by the way, at the bottom, if you're interested. Nothing to adjust there. But I find that the typing position is actually ideal the way it is. This does have RGB vomit lighting. And yeah, you can adjust it whatever you want, all these different things. I don't care for it, and that's why I don't really show much of it off in videos. Did you notice the subtle cut there? So I don't care for it, but you can change the intensity of it. Basically, what one keyboard does in terms of lighting, every other keyboard will do the exact same thing. I bet my bile duct on it that it would that would be the case. So if you like that sort of lighting up thing, then this keyboard has got it. So to sum up this keyboard, really nice, sounds fantastic, it looks brilliant. It really does. It looks fantastic. Sounds fantastic. It's lovely and sturdy. It's going to last, I feel, because it's really made really well. The fact that you can change the keycaps and the switches are fantastic. I don't think I'll ever change the switches on this keyboard. I've done it on other keyboards countless times, but I don't think I'll ever change the switches on these keyboards because the switches are fantastic sounding switches. I really do love them. And I think I'll just keep this the way it is. Really kind of happy with it as a keyboard. But yeah, I think it's very reasonably priced as well, which is another plus point because you can spend an awful lot of money in keyboards, and I don't think this breaks the bank. So there we go. Anyway, if that makes sense, please leave a like in the video description, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching. Hope you're all well. Bye-bye.